What's going on, everyone? So gonna do a real quick breakdown of one of the Fire Sticks and basically talk about it and kind of give everybody a visual of how it works and an understanding, right? So this is the Fire Stick, right? You got your home, your videos, movies, shows, apps, settings. And this right here is basically, set up for Amazon. So, you can use Netflix and, Hulu and all these applications. But the main purpose of a Fire Stick is for Amazon, for you to use it with Amazon Prime, or if you want to buy a movie, you can rent it through, through them and pay them to watch it, right? But, using the Fire Stick, really what you're doing is you're bypassing all this and using an exploit, right? So we got two apps here that have been put on here. One of them is the Kodi app, and the other one is Gears TV, and that's something a little extra I'm going to talk about. But we'll go into Kodi, and this is going to be the interface. You'll see a splash screen come up. It says Spins TV Pro, Sports Movie IPT, and IPT is just internet provided television, right? It's TV channels streamed over the internet. So when it starts up, it's going to look like this. And we're going to start right here. We're going to actually go over to the left. So we have the My Add-ons, right? Sports, Entertainment, IPTV, Kids Zone, Movies, TV shows, Phoenix, and then Spins TV, and System, right? So when you're using this is all fluff. You can go straight into sections here, most popular. It's going to take you to shortcuts to different what you call add-ons. But I call this fluff. You can use it and it looks nice. That's why people like it. But really what's going on is all coming out of the add-ons, which is over here, right? So when I use it, I go straight to this section right here, personally. So the top add-ons are Zen, StreamHub, Exodus, which some people know about. The problem with Exodus is not a problem with Exodus. It's the problem with the firmware you're running and making sure everything's updated, which this one is, right? And then a really popular one is this one right here, which is 1242415. This add-on used to be inside Phoenix, which made Phoenix what it was, and now it's a standalone application. So we'll actually go in there. And you can see that everything's broken down by categories. And we're going to go, let's see. Let's go into collections. And we'll look at, let's go into the Disney collection because that's really popular, right? So right here you're seeing this list, right? 1930s through 2010. This is every Disney movie ever. So we'll go into the 1930s. You see starting from number 1 they ever made, Snow White, 1937. Pinocchio, we'll click on Pinocchio. Now, these ones usually run off of links, right? So you have link 1, link 2, link 3. You just try the first one, the second one, the third one, whichever one you want. And we'll practice some patience real fast. And there you go, 720p, right? So we're going to stop that because we don't want to get a copyright on this video. We want to be able to see what's going on here, right? So we'll go back. And again, this is all the way through, right? Up until the early, you go into the 70s. And we're not just talking like cartoons. We're talking all the movies that they made, like Swiss Family Robinson and all those sections like that. So it's a pretty big collection, and the reason that I think that the 124415 guy is so popular is because he has all these things. I mean, you got Steven Seagal, Star Trek, right? M. Night Shyamalan, just all these collections, right? And then if we go down here, we're gonna see like comic movies. So go into comic movies, and it's going to be broken down again by subcategory. So I believe it's like Dark Horse, DC, Marvel, and we'll check out the Marvel section. Now, right now, one of the things I want to say is basically first and foremost, right? This wasn't made by Apple. This wasn't made by Google. It's an exploit. So you got to have patience with it. It's a tool and it works, and sometimes it has problems, but for the most part it does work. I mean, I enjoy it. My family enjoys it. Everybody I know does. I mean, once you get it going, right? So Deadpool, Ant-Man, Avengers, as you can see, you just have a long list of these movies, right? So we'll click on Deadpool. This time we'll try link 1. Now I'm running at the highest speed that there is in my area, which is the Blast Extended or something like that. I think it's like 200 megabits download speed, and even then I sometimes have to wait. Now I don't have buffering problems though, so if you have to wait for it to load, but once mine loads, rarely does it buffer. Your buffering will be based on your internet speed, right? So I'm gonna fast forward a little real fast, and we got 1080p right there. But again, we do got to stop it because we don't want to get any strikes, so you guys can watch the video. All right, so you kind of see the collections area of this add-on right here. We're gonna go up to Zen. Now Zen, StreamHub, Exodus, they all look the same. You go into movies, and it's gonna give you the subcategories. Everybody always wants to go to in theaters, right? So disclaimer, if a movie came out yesterday like Alien Covenant, it might be on here, but it doesn't mean that it's going to play. I mean, they're getting it prepared. But like here, I would say with the exception of Alien Covenant, Pirates of the Caribbean hasn't even out yet, but starting right here at Get Out, they're on there. Split, I've watched it. King Arthur hasn't started yet. Hidden Figures, watched it. Circle, watched it. Life, watched it on here. John Wick 2, no. Sleepless, watched it on here. Patriots Day, Snatched, watched it. I haven't seen Kidnapped. So just an example of movies that you can watch, right? And some of these are in the theaters still. Some of them have, gotten, some of the releases are out. So obviously once it's released on Blu-ray, it's going to be on here for sure. But there is an in-theater section. I usually go to like the popular section. One of the problems you're going to have is that there's not going to be nothing to watch because you're going to see everything. So, Beauty and the Beast. And you can see some of the other movies here, right? The Great Wall, watch that one. So, what I always suggest people to do is start with Zen, right? Start with StreamHub. Use Exodus, and use this one. And then once you're used to using them, you may find yourself saying, like, say for instance, you're looking for a movie in Zen, you can't find it. You look in StreamHub, for some reason it's not playing. You can go into these other ones like iCandy. iCandy works. Again, they all look the same for the most part. Let's see, movie section. And then it's their own, what they call fork. I don't want to get too technical, but it's there, right? So let's go into Exodus because everybody always, that's the most popular one. And I'm going to show you how to search for something that you're looking for, right? So say you go to search, you want to search for movies, and let's say you want to watch Sandlot. Because who doesn't like Sandlot? So there it is, Sandlot. Click on it. Now, like I was talking about before, some of them work off links. The rest of them scrape. So what you're seeing right now is actually called a scrape. And basically the way I explain it to people is this. You could sit and search for movies on the internet and find them. It just might take you a half an hour to find it in good quality, right? This is looking for you. It knows where to look. It's doing the work for you. Let it search. I always tell beginners to let it search the whole way. Now, I will say that you can press back. I'm going to do it right now in the middle of a search. If you press back in the middle of a search, if it's already found it, it will bring it up. I admit that even myself, I have no patience, so sometimes I'll press that back button early, and as you can see, it's there. This one's Torba, so I'm hoping it actually prompts for... So this is a good example. I'm glad this came up. This is saying visit this website to watch it. You can do that. It does work, but you can also just press cancel and let it go until it finds it without one that needs that, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and cancel through those and let it find it anyways. Okay, so there it goes. Pause it. Get out of here. All right, so this is basically what Kodi is used for, right? It's for movies and it's for TV shows, right? You want to watch Supernatural, all that stuff, you can find it on there. You want to watch Game of Thrones, whatever. The sports section. There is a sports section, but you have to search. There's no specific place to just go watch what you're looking for. Like, technically for me, because I only really watch basketball, so I'm going to show you guys, go to Phoenix. An example of looking for something for basketball. I just happen to know where it's at. So we're going to go to Phoenix Sports. And let's see, live events and games. Events 1 website. And let's see. Whoops. So this one may take a minute to actually start, but it should start. So we'll give it a second here and practice some more patience. Again, it's not instantaneous. Sometimes it is, but it's not always.
Show me. Love it.
All right, now for a little bonus section here. I'm going to show you guys the Gears TV, right? So the Gears TV app is an outside standalone application. Actually, that's not true. It's actually can be in Kodi too, but this is a little bit better because it's an APK, which means it's a standalone app. So this is on the Fire Stick, and it's basically just like DirecTV or cable, right? So as you can see, you need a password and you need a username and a password, right? So go ahead and log in, and you're going to have these sections. Now, everything that is that you saw on Kodi is streaming from some source, right? This stuff is hosted, so it's a little different. And what that means is this is going to be all HD, right? So you have your pay-per-view fights. It's going to show some of the stuff that's already ready. This is pay-per-view boxing. So this is actually Saturday. That's today. Let's see what we can see here.
He is hurt himself.
So this is pay-per-view right here.
He's taking a pretty bad thrashing here.
And if I wasn't using my phone to record this, I'd look up how much it costs. But this pay-per-view section, if it's UFC or whatever it is, it'll be right there. Okay? USA channels. You're going to have all your HD USA channels. And we're talking, A&E, NBC. Let's see, we're going to go all the way through this thing. $200 USA channels, right? So if we go all the way back up here, you want to watch 1080 TNT, there's TNT, and this is live, right? You want to watch True TV. So sometimes the links don't work. That was a good example because they're getting updated, and I know that they are updating right there. There's TBS, and then we also have like Stars and stuff like that. So there's Showtime.
How did you lose your code?
So, United States channels, right? How much would this cost if you were paying for it with every single channel? We're talking like $200, right? Comcast, all that stuff. UK channels, if you're British. Canadian channels, right? Now, NBA League Pass. Earlier we were searching for the Warriors game. This is the NBA Pass, every game that's playing. Right now we only have one.
Playing really hard, being really productive.
Right?
Deserves a bit.
Major League, extra innings. You want to watch the Red Sox and the A's?
The last 2 years.
Or maybe you want to watch the Yankees and the Rays?
It's kind of disappeared a little bit lately.
Or maybe you want to just jump through them like a psychopath. You could do that. Right? So there's... Alright, I'll show it, because I know you know where we're at.
Keep him close. Because if he goes, he's thrown.
Alright? You like hockey? NHL Center. You got the Premier League. This section is pretty funny. Watch this. This is just on a loop. You want to watch Third Rock 24 hours a day? These are all just constantly running through the seasons. So all these shows, Breaking Bad. I mean, if you watch this, it's just Breaking Bad running on a loop, right? You want to watch Community? It's just running on a loop. Some of these are getting updated right now, and so I'm glad that it's showing that. So that one's not working right now. Cool. And then you got your adult section. Not going to show you that. You didn't pay for it. All right. This runs about $15 to $25. It depends on how much you want to get. So the way it works is credits, right? Each credit gives you 30 days. So that means if you want to get a credit and watch it, try it out, you can. And then if you don't want to get it no more, you don't. Maybe you want to buy 6 credits at a time and pay for 6 months. You can do that. Or maybe you don't even want to do it. You have cable already and you got a contract, but maybe you just want to watch the pay-per-view fights. So instead of paying $60, you pay 15, 20, depending on the fight, and then boom, you get it through here. So it's pretty dope, to tell you the truth. This can save you a lot of money. But you know, that's it. That's the get down. So thanks for watching, and talk to you guys later.